watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So after Ryan Garcia just put Oscar De La Hoya in the most uncomfortable situation of his entire career as a promoter, he got the opportunity to go all in on Oscar on the biggest stage, unfiltered and uninterrupted, with Oscar having to stand right behind him on stage, having to listen to it all play out. Well, Oscar De La Hoya, he finally got to react to what his fighter Ryan Garcia said. And this is what he said, quote, "It doesn't surprise me at all because he has the mentality of a kid. And what happens when you take away a toy from a kid? He starts crying. Obviously, he's not saying I took away his toy, but he is not mature in his head. I believe this will be a very difficult fight, a hard fight, and we'll see how he reacts." Fighters like Ryan Garcia only last like 10 years in the sport. And I will continue on as this is just the business. Meaning Oscar De La Hoya is saying that when Ryan Garcia is long and gone, Oscar will still be here promoting new talent. He continued by saying, "I have to say that I'm really concerned about Ryan Garcia's state of mind, considering his history of mental instability, which he's documented himself. His current erratic behavior shows he's clearly not focused on Saturday's fight. You won't take my calls, Ryan. Hope you're okay." End quote.
And another thing I want to touch on is, Oscar saying that, we misinterpret, what they say. It's plain English. I didn't hear anybody speaking any language I don't know. So, it's very clear to me that, they're backing this guy to beat me just like they thought Duno was going to beat me. He was the next Filipino star. They saying he's the next Mexican star. You know what? I put everything into this fight. For the first time, I'm extremely committed in a long time. 2021 was one of the times it kind of broke me. 2022, changed me. 2023 opened my eyes. I'm about to come back for everything. I'm just lasered and I'm laser focused, and that's where my confidence comes from.
Like most of us, I had never heard of Oscar Duarte, but now that you hear Ryan Garcia say that he believes that Oscar De La Hoya is betting against him, basically believing that Duarte is going to beat him. And then you hear Oscar De La Hoya say, in that piece that I just read for you, this is going to be a very difficult fight for Ryan Garcia. It's going to be a very hard fight for Ryan Garcia. I can't wait to see how Ryan is going to react. Usually when a promoter is promoting a fight, no matter how weak the opposition is for the main fighter that the promoter is promoting, you will always hear them say something like that. Oh, this is going to be a good fight. He has to sell the fight. But in this case, when you hear once again what Ryan Garcia says, it sounds like there's a very good chance that Oscar does believe that this is going to be a very difficult fight for Ryan. That doesn't mean that Ryan Garcia is fighting against a world beater. It doesn't mean he's fighting against Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez. It just means for whatever reason, Oscar feels that this guy has the potential to pull off the upset. Well, a couple things I can tell you about Oscar Duarte is he's 26-0 with 21 knockouts. He only has one loss, and that was by split decision. But since that loss, he's been on an 11-win knockout streak, and he's from Mexico. I have to admit, Ryan Garcia, he did a great job promoting this fight by dissing his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, because I hadn't even seen any footage of Oscar Duarte. But now after I'm listening to the back and forth between Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya, that made me say, let me check this guy out. And you know what? I checked this guy, Oscar Duarte, out, and he's actually pretty good. He has a very calculated, aggressive style. And when I say calculated, I mean he doesn't waste punches. He's from Mexico, but he's not quote unquote Mexican style. Because if you think about Mexican style, that sounds like Margarito. It sounds like a style that would really get you knocked out when you step up in competition. But when it comes to Oscar Duarte, he has a very intelligent, aggressive approach. He comes in bobbing and weaving side to side in the high guard, kind of like Isaac Pitbull Cruz, but it looks like he has even more power than Isaac Cruz, but he doesn't unleash his power until he is in position to land something. Now, I believe Ryan Garcia is far more dangerous in the first half of the fight as he is in the second half. And if Ryan cannot get Oscar Duarte out early, he might have a very long night. And there's a very good chance Ryan Garcia's heart will be tested in this fight. Ryan, he'll be looking to set up jabs and trying to catch Oscar coming in with his check hook. But if Oscar can get past the check hook, there's a very good chance that Oscar can make Ryan very uncomfortable on the inside. Ryan Garcia has a lot of speed and power, but so does Oscar Duarte. Something else that should be noted is when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis' recent victims, with the exception of the controversy when it comes to Rolly Romero's last fight, it could be argued that all three of the fighters that lost to Gervonta Tank Davis lost their very next fight. Hector Garcia lost to Lamont Roach. Mario Barrios, he lost to Keith Thurman. And it could be argued, everyone believes, that Rolly Romero, he lost his fight to Ismael Barroso. So when you consider that, it's interesting to see how Ryan Garcia will do against Duarte. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, the fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Diki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
An important message from Youth Fountain Laboratory, makers of VasoFlux and VasoFlux for Men. If you're over the age of 35 and over the years you've eaten pizza, dairy foods, deli meats, or meats with fat, you are likely to have some degree of plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. This increases your risk of suffering a stroke or heart attack exponentially, and no one wants such a catastrophic event to occur. Introducing Blackout. Blackout is made of all natural ingredients proven to help dissolve clots in the blood, remove calcium deposits and plaque from the walls of veins and arteries, improve viscosity of the blood, improve elasticity of the veins and arteries, treat varicose veins, and prevent the reoccurrence of plaque buildup. For more information, visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856. And remember, to help unclog veins and arteries, get the Blackout.